22 record closes in 2019 thanks to a resilient U.S. economy and a breakthrough in trade talks between Washington and Beijing. So will the rally continue in 2020? Joining me now is certified public accountant Gene Marks, also a business columnist for Forbes and The Hill. Great to see you, Gene. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Julie. Great to see you, too.
It's really good news to ring in this New Year's Day. Stocks around the world closing out on one of their best years over the past decade, also closing out the fourth highest growth over a decade in the last 100 years. Let's just put that into perspective as I ask you, what should Americans take away from all of this as they embark on 2020?
Well, a lot of it, Julie, is the Trump effect. I mean, we are in an era right now where it's a very pro-business environment, and the economy itself has been responding to that. I think a lot of the measures that have passed in Congress over the past couple of years are also starting to see their effect among the economy as well. You know, I mean, Julie, I write about and I cover small businesses for Forbes and for The Hill, you know, so that's kind of what's near and dear to my heart. And, you know, if you're looking to see where the economy is going to go in 2020, you really have to look to see where small businesses are going. I mean, there's 30 million of them in this country. They employ more than half of the employees in this country. They account for 85% of new hires in this country. So, you know, if small businesses are doing well, and if they're expecting to do well over the next 6 to 9 months, that is a good indication that the economy will do well as well. And we hope that the stock market will also respond too.
We're also enjoying a historically low jobless rate, which is great news. White House trade advisor Pete Navarro, listen to him on the job market.
Sure.
Everybody who wants a job can get a job in the Trump economy. Everybody who wants to look for a better job has more opportunities to do so.
What do you think about unemployment levels? Do you think that they're going to continue to drop in 2020?
They are. And I got news for you. Unemployment levels are a challenge for a lot of businesses. I mean, it's a great thing for the economy, but they put a lot of pressure on compensation and wages. And we're just starting to see that now. I mean, there was a recent, a monthly analysis by Paychex, one of the big payroll firms in the country, and ADP have shown anywhere from a 3 to 4% increase in wages over the prior period, which means that as unemployment levels remain low, employers have to respond by bumping up wages. So on the good side of that, that means people are making more money. Hopefully they're spending more money, and that's good for retail sales and restaurants. On the downside, that puts more pressure on costs and potentially on inflation. You know, a little bit of inflation is not so bad in this economy, so no one's panicking about this. But continued unemployment rates staying as low as they will, and I do expect that to happen this year. I think we're going to be seeing that in more compensation for people. And I think overall that'll be a good thing for the markets, too. You
know, President Trump is going to be signing the phase 1 of the China trade deal on January 15th. Here's President Trump on negotiating phase 2 of the China trade deal, and then I'll have you react.
Sure.
I'll be going at some point to Beijing to be with President Xi. We have a great relationship, and we'll be doing something reciprocal. But I think more importantly, we'll be starting negotiations very soon on phase 2, and I think phase 2 can be complete.
You remember this was a promise that the president made when he ran for office. We will make a trade deal and we will fix trade with China. How will this trade deal help our economy?
Well, the trade deal itself, I don't think is going to fix the problems that we have with China. There are still a lot of things that need to be resolved, a lot of price manipulation, a lot of technology transfer issues and rule of law issues are going to have to be resolved. And these things will take years to make sure that both countries, particularly China, is adhering to the terms that they agree with. But, I mean, listen, Julie, any positive news on trade is a good thing for the economy. And you have to give the president credit. I mean, when it comes to China, when it comes to the North American trade agreement, the European trade agreements he's talking about, you know, now and finalizing, all of them are improvements on prior trade deals that we had a few years ago. And I think that benefits the economy as well. So, again, good news. I think that we're heading in the right direction. But I think as we've all seen with the president, sometimes things can change very quickly.
Yes, we have.
Have to be careful of that.
On a daily basis or hourly, for that matter. Gene Marks, thank you so much. Great to see you. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Julie.